なんか派閥がすごい多いみたいですね。この第六勢力っていうのが一匹狼なのかな、これ。カーンはあかんだね。 ちょっとじゃあこっち行ってみるか。遠いけど。これがジャンプか。あれ誰か住んでんのかこれ。敵のなんかレベルとかも分かればいいんだけどな。アサシンクリードみたいにそういうのはないのかな。
He admitted that he overheard something during your meeting. What exactly, he wouldn't say. He was...
え？なんこれ？
Falk? Hello?
Just a moment.
何をやってんの？
Having trouble?
How interesting. I suspected our paths might cross again here, Jax.
Really? I'm a little surprised to be running into my favorite cyborg in a place like this. You were expecting me, Falk?
The heavens opened. Those invaders rained down on us.
ハルクなのかフ
Who
ォ
wouldn't
ークなのか
expect the
どっち
savior
だ
of
これ。
all mankind to appear before us, ready to save the world again?
You flatter me, buddy. But no one could live up to that description. Least of all me. The savior is selfless, thinks only of those he saves. Priority #1 for me has always been my own interests.
You are correct. But if your selfish deeds happen to ensure the survival of our planet, then you would certainly be seen as some kind of redeemer amongst Magellan's population.
What are you doing here, anyway? Why aren't you with the other clerics?
I'm on an important mission, one I intend to put on hold briefly, as I have something to ask you.
Fire away.
It's regarding my continued development. I fear I have reached something of a dead end, so I need your help.
I thought you were fully developed. A high-functioning machine. How do you expect to evolve any further?
I have gone through many phases, much like a human does as it transitions into adulthood. But I have not yet reached my optimum state.
And what is that exactly?
I find myself trapped by my own limitations, so I want to become more human.
Well, that's quite an ambitious plan.
It is not just a plan, it's a feeling. It's a purpose.
何これ全部否定的な感じがするな。どうしよう。実存的なのもまずいよね。それはそれで。どうしよう。
It is strange. I have inexplicable urges that drive me to do things I cannot rationally explain. Irrational behavior is, of course, typical for your species. That's why I need to learn more about you humans, your behavioral patterns. Will you assist me in this?
What exactly do you need from me?
I need someone who can teach me everything about what it means to be human. I need a mentor who can answer my questions, the ones that are causing terrible feedback loops in my circuits. These disturbances are happening too often. They are obstacles to me achieving my goal. A few weeks ago, I had to perform a partial reset and a series of comprehensive self-diagnoses.
A partial reset? Why would you do that?
I had no other choice. I was paralyzed by processor-intensive activity while trying to understand questions that I assume would be trivial for a human to answer. You understand that in a combat situation, a repeat of such an occurrence would be deadly.
What else can you tell me about this inexplicable urge you have?
I have been in this state for over 3 months. It was as if some kind of cryptographic sequence began operating, reprogramming me.
Any idea what triggered it?
I have analyzed this question at great length, but no specific moment or event presents itself as the cause of my particular state. Perhaps it is another trick being played on me by my maker Conrad. I am certain that you would understand such a possibility.
That maniac is not someone I could forget in a hurry.
Then you can imagine how it feels to be one of his creations. What is happening to me is entirely inexplicable, so far at least.
Tell me some of the...
You humans have an instinct for self-preservation. As a machine, I am built with something similar, but it is driven by a source code. It lacks the element of creativity that is seen so often in humans. When humans are threatened, they are frequently able to exceed their usual capabilities. They can achieve things they would never have thought possible before that moment. I converged my processing in an attempt to comprehend this, but was unable.
You think I could help you with that?
I would like to participate in a lethal situation to further develop my own survival instinct. I could follow you and allow myself to be drawn into a fight.
You want me to lead you into more...
I cannot do it on my own. My coding will not...
これにしてみようか。
Wait.
I need empirical data to analyze. I do believe I can improve my skills, surpass my own capabilities, like any human.
Don't underestimate how mortal we humans are. A do-or-die situation most often...
I am willing to... Not far from here, there is a dangerous region. My programming would... You must order me to visit this region. You must accompany me there. It is the only way I can...
ちょっといいや。
Well, so be it.
なんで浮いてくれないの？なんこれ。壁にぶつかったらいけないのか。ちょっと待って。嘘。寒さのあれもあるんだ。へえ。
Well, so be it.
どうやって行こうかな。道に沿って行っても変わんないか。
Not now. Not now.
Welcome, stranger. I only sell the... Let's...
ブラッディバーガーってな、すごい名前。うん。
A good deal. If you ever need anything else, just come to me. My head. Infection. Already forgotten about it again. If I don't get a handle on it, that thing is going to happen to me.
戦ってみるか。あ、ダメかなこれ。いけるかな。まあ大丈夫か。体力減ってないかな。うわーっと。 ああ、まずい。まずいまずい。あ、そんなにあれか、過酷でもないか。これ入言プラスとかあんのかな。あったとしても後から DLC みたいな感じで来るのかな。おお、ダメだ、全然食らってないな。いや、え、なになになに。ああ、ちょっとまずい。どっから入ればいいのこれ。また見張りがいるのかな。この前のハゲのおっさんみたいな。
I don't have time right now.
見張りはいるけど大丈夫っぽいね。
Stop right there. Outsiders are not allowed in the depot without a permit. I better escort you back out.
ダメか。
Don't move. Who are you?
またハゲかよ。
Wait a moment.
ハゲが多いな。
Tell me, stranger. What's your name?
My name's none of your business.
You're lucky I didn't shoot you on sight, stranger. No name, no entry. Now leave. Changed your mind? You going to tell me?
You look familiar, but I may be wrong. So one more...
Name's Jack.
Then I wasn't mistaken. Amazing. I heard you were dead.
あ、知ってたのかよ。
Is it true you defeated the hybrid with your
最
bare
初から
hands?
言えよ。なんだこいつは。態度でかすぎだろ。あ、これは。これいいか。
First,
My name is... Azok will want to know you're here.
who's...
I'm sure he'll tell you himself. A lot has changed since the depot was set up. Come on, I'll show you around.
Well,
Come on. Are you planning on staying?
we'll see. Why?
You see, the thing is, you're not exactly popular here. Many among us want you dead for what you did to the hybrid. Speaking of dead, we're in luck. There's an execution today. We really don't want to miss that.
The verdict has been passed.
アメ
Unlawful
リカとかってなん
efficiency
か
has
も
been proven
う、
beyond reasonable doubt.
コード
The
が
defendant has accepted the judgment.
見せ物みたいにするの好きだよね。
Good work. You know the drill. Pick up your posts as soon as you're done.
I was wondering how long they were going to let him get away with his behavior. Next, we'll head on over to our research facility.
What? So that's it?
His inefficiency sealed his fate.
What were his crimes?
罪状は何よ。
Anyone who violates the directive is executed. Simple as that. That seems to shock you? You must remember the directive and what it says.
なんかどこもなんかひどいな。どこにも入りたくないな。もう消去法で選ぶしかないんかな。
I do. I guess not as...
Is that pity in your voice? Interesting. I've heard you've let your emotions run wild. Let's walk and talk about it. Don't think that we have no emotions. We were forced to accept that being emotionless didn't help our evolutionary development. It blinded us. It made it possible for someone like you to almost bring us down. That's why everyone is given only as much Elix as they need to do their job as effectively as possible. Right now, we're standing in front of the Computing and Research Center. This is where the optimal level of Elix consumption is calculated.
何感情はどういうことしたの？
What is the optimal amount then?
That depends on your... A tactician who doesn't fear for his troops won't be an effective tactician. On the other hand, a guard who's afraid of killing is not an efficient guard. The middle way seems to be the best choice.
Middle way.
Being completely emotionless did not bring us any closer to our goal. But too many emotions won't help us either. We're looking for an ideal compromise. And when it comes to making these calculations, this research facility is particularly good. Now, if you have no questions, I have something else to show you. Follow me.
You were talking about an experiment. What should I expect?
We're trying to breed children who...
Hang on. You're doing what?
We're creating a new generation of rationally thinking tacticians. Let's go into the classroom and have a quick listen. Maybe we can learn something.
The lesson from last time should still be within easy recall. We will practice it again today.
何？
Sit down.
ここなんかもう不気味だな。
Good. Now, remember yesterday's practice. Concentrate.
Teacher,
No questions, Makar. Do not make me repeat myself. Feel the emotion welling up inside you. Remember last week's punishment. Feel the fury it caused rise inside you. If it threatens to overwhelm you, try focusing on the equations we learned yesterday. Were you able to call up the anger? If so, I want you to give me the solution to the problem. If not, we'll repeat last week's punishment. Inefficiency will not be tolerated. Practice at home, then complete a 3-page report on your emotional stability indices. Makar, I especially want to see yours. I'm concerned about your progress. Improve.
Yes, ma'am.
Session complete. You can go.
As you can see, the kids here are thriving.
元気に成長するんかい、そんなんで。何をやってるのこれ。
So what exactly? We're training them to achieve similar efficiency without Elix as they would with it.
Wait, you mean the kids aren't getting any Elix?
Right. It's an attempt to breed efficiently without the addition of Elix. Most Albs never learned to handle emotion. Without Elix, many of us are completely at the mercy of our feelings. That's what we're trying to prevent from happening with these children. They're taught how to deal with emotions without neglecting their efficient thinking.
Without Elix, they're nothing more than normal people, aren't they?
No. As soon as they're of age, they'll be given their daily Elix rations like everyone else. According to our calculations, with access to Elix, emotionally strengthened Albs should be able to reach the next stage of evolution.
なんだこのアルブ心理教じゃねえかこれは。なんだこれは。これでやん。
That sounds... You shouldn't be experimenting on kids.
The results will be worth it. Besides, we have proof that it can work.
Such as?
You. You were an owl and managed to keep your emotions under control. We suspect that's the only reason you were able to stand up to the hybrid. We're studying this phenomenon and trying to recreate it so we can perfect it. But if you want to know more, you should talk to our scientists. Let's keep going. We are about to enter the Collector's sector. They're responsible for finding Elix and bringing it to the silos. It's not particularly demanding. The collectors who live here don't need to be especially efficient. So they only get low doses of Elix, which makes them prone to uncontrolled emotional outbursts. If it were up to me, we wouldn't let them stay in the depot. We'd ship them out somewhere. Let's keep going. I don't like being around these people. Follow me. You might have noticed that back here, it's much more disorganized. Not like the rest of the depot. The collectors and their lifestyle is a source of friction. If you're not careful, you might even end up getting robbed. It wouldn't have happened in the Hybrid's day. Luckily, we're now out of the collector's sector again. Right here, we're entering the soldiers' area. Things are a lot more orderly here. These guys make difficult decisions, so they get correspondingly larger rations of Elix. And you can stock up on decent weapons here, too.
You allow trading in the depot?
We do now. Trade has helped us to create a kind of reward system for effective action. We pay our workers with Elexⅱ. They use it to buy things that help them work more efficiently. It seems to motivate them. But you can take a look at all that later. Right now, I'm gonna take you to Azok. Come on. That's the agent's precinct up there. Their job is to keep an eye on the collectors and everyone else. They make sure everyone takes their Elix ration and that nobody takes more or less. They keep an eye on things and keep everybody in line.
今んところバサカの方がいいかな。今日ここはなんか手当とかがすげえ充実してそうだから、なんか強そうに見えるな。結構地盤がやってることはなんかやばい感じがするけどすごい。
I hope this has helped you get an idea of how the depot works, and that your return to our ranks won't be too tricky.
どうこれそうだなにすると入っちゃうのかな。すぐにわかるようにしとくか。
Once an alb, always an alb. This is where you belong. May efficiency guide your actions.
やばいな、なんかもう壮大なカルトって感じがするな。こうロボットとか見た目はなんかかっこいいんだけど、あれ話せない。これなんか買い物したいな。
No, just can't do that yet.
地面から浮き上がり同時に武器を使うことができる。これはなんか保険みたいな感じか。素早く飛びたいからな。俺にするか。 46も必要なのこれ。マジかよ。
I don't know enough about that.
アンビル。バーサーか。あ。よし、テレポーター。来たね。この派閥この3つしかないのこれ。違うでしょ。他にもあるんじゃないのこれ。遅い。遅いよ、動作が。遅いな。
No time.
今撮ったのって。あ、こういうのができるのね。結構ひどいところだけど、なんかこういうロボットとかあるの面白いな。こんなところで生まれたくはないけどな、絶対。気持ち悪すぎる、さっきの子供をなんか洗脳してるところが
Dare just show up? We won't tolerate filthy traitors here.
何?
Traitor.
You know full well. You brought down the hybrid. You destroyed the converters. You killed our people. If permitted, I would execute you where you stand.
There was no future with the hybrid. Not for anyone. I did what needed to be done.
You think you had the right to decide that?
If you want to execute me, do it already. But what would be the point? You're all doing just fine as far as I can tell.
Your judgment is as substandard as your character. Our supply of Elexⅱ is pitiful. We've lost half our territory. The fight against the new invaders is tying up valuable resources.
Well, what are you...
Everything. Just so you know, I've been tasked to protect us all. And you're making it difficult to tolerate your presence.
I've never seen you this mad, Arissa.
That's not what we're talking about. But why do you think that is?
If you've got such a problem with me, why are we even talking? Tell your agents to pull the trigger.
And go against Azok? I don't think so. In any event, a quick death is too good for you.
You expect me to just...
I'm giving you a choice. Sneak off like you did before, or find a way to fix the harm you caused. If it's the former, stop wasting my time.
Where's my...
Go to the crater. Find out if someone named Skibor is alive or dead.
What's the point of that?
I asked for help, not questions. You'll have to earn answers, let alone try. Now do what I told you. Find Skibor. If he's alive when you get there...
I see.
何これ。下に落ちるとなんかあんのこれ。え、なんだこれ。何これ。注意書きとか作ればいいのに、なんか侵入禁止とかわかりづらい。ショップないのここ。これなんかあればいいんだけど。
What are you? Who are? My name is Zell. I guard the silo again. I make sure. We've had a number of thefts. The hybrid and its ambitious plans are Albs stealing from each other. I never thought I'd see. Everyone gets their ration. I don't understand.
Maybe they won't.
I expect that's it. I'm still not sure if this social structure is really right. Maybe it's just going to take time for everyone to get used to their Elix rations.
Can I get a ration of Elix here?
Not for me. I'm only authorized to let people go to the silos if they are. Public distribution of Elix is handled in the soldiers sector, just below the silo. They'll tell you whether you're entitled to any or not.
目撃者いないよね。盗んでみようか。大丈夫かなこれ。盗んでみた。盗んだけど何もないな。 アリバイ作りとかした方がいいのかな。戦闘距離。こうショップとかないのかな。広いからなんか場所覚えられるかな。じゃあもう行ったか。
Step forward and begin.
何をやってる？
Enough. Back in formation. Next. Name and rank.
Don't you recognize me?
Taking note. Former What's more, I ask the questions. You do not. Reason for your.
I need information.
Negative. I train people. My program comprises melee and ranged combat. I also improve my. In your case, I have received no instructions to deny you training. Although, I certainly would have I will charge you Elexⅱ for every unit of training. However, if that approach doesn't appeal to you, you can try your luck with the humans. You are experienced in that area, after all.
I want to...
No, but Kel can. You have not been rehabilitated yet. This path will only be open to you once you have rejoined our... Incidentally, that was the last...
No. What?
What's your name?
What are the numbers?
The fact that you're asking tells me you don't have one. It means that you're not listed in the system as a food recipient, which means no free meals for you. If you don't have a number, you're only permitted to buy food.
I want to buy...
ここが食料あるところか。武器売ってるとこないのかな。武器とか。
No time for conversation.
Not right now.
Someone there?
え？なんでね。
You better leave. I said get better leave. Smart move.
なんだよこれ。え？
What do you...
I'm just...
You're not one of us. Watch yourself around here. They're... Nothing escapes our eyes. And
お前に関係ないです。関係ねえよ。
in this conversation,
Presenting for Elexⅱ, sir.
ちょっとやだなこういうところは。
P6, sir. Soldier.
Special permit?
None.
Nominal effectiveness? Only if you... Well, you clearly have permission to be in the depot, so that entitles you to a minimum of the relevant... In your case, a stamp... Everybody gets at least some Elexⅱ. Keeps it... Special...
なんだろう。
For receiving an above...
何これ。
State your self-assessed level of nominal effectiveness in daily work. 1 being highly ineffective and 10...
これくらいにしようか。
Okay, everything... You... E9. Pretty low. Try it anyway. If you... We can revisit the... Step... That will be all. Your...
なんだよこれは。もうなんかめちゃくちゃな場所だな。
You're clear to receive 1 standard E6 at the silo.
なんかもうちょっと自由なところがいいな。何これ、ドローンか。人いないから盗んじゃおう。このロボットとか AI はいるのに監視カメラとかないんだね、この世界は。え？
This storeroom is property of the Albs of Ignadan. Entry is strictly forbidden to anyone without proper authorization.
You don't take any prisoners, huh?
When it comes to preserving my people, there is only one directive. And you clearly violated it.
All right, let's just relax.
I'm Naira. I'm in charge of our...
So you're like...
Security? No.
Hang on a minute.
Yes, you do. We met in the domed city in Abessa. I was the only good technician in that cleric settlement. Remember? I was a separatist. It was a long time ago. The rules...
Yeah, I noticed. How'd you get here?
I lost my home back when I was a separatist. I didn't know what to do. I ended up in the domed city, working as a technician for the clerics. I was doing that when we met. I survived. I even made good money. But it was a life of compromise. I often did things that went against my convictions. Those days are gone. I am a true Albigan now.
And anybody who doesn't do things how you like them, get...
You know better than anyone what Elex's withdrawal can do. Fight against extreme emotion can be incredibly hard on us. There has to be a life without Elex. It's the only way we can get our senses under control. That's why I try to stop our Elex as often...
As long as I'm not around when you do. You seem to know...
Well, you were a major figure in the court at the ice... But you were under the direct authority of the hybrid, weren't you?
なんかこうよく回想シーン出てくるけど、これワンの時のやつなのこ
A pretty dark chapter in my career.
Nonetheless, I still didn't recognize you back then in the domed city. Yet more proof that Blue Elex clouds our senses without us knowing it.
There's a new group in Caracas. It calls itself the... Its members have gathered in the old bastion to fight off the invaders.
Why are you telling me?
You'd be a suitable candidate to join. If you can control your mood swings.
And how do you know I don't sympathize with these alien invaders?
I don't think you'd give up control of your existence entirely. Your expertise and fighting skill would be valuable to the Sixth Power. And to me.
You could be right. I have to admit, your offer has some appeal. I wouldn't be entirely against it.
Oh, not in...
You were once an idol to us all. But that was long ago. You and the free people have fought war against us.
I was acting on my own account. That's true. But it wasn't as if I had a choice. The hybrid would have thrown the Alps to their doom.
Relying on the promises of the hybrid was a big mistake. But if everything had gone according to plan and the directive...
Then sooner or later the hybrid would have put all of Magellan's creatures into the converters to snatch the Elex from them. As a separatist, you fought for the old values of the Alps and against the hybrid. So you should know better, Naira. No one could have survived that, not even the Alps. The Free People and I had to intervene to stop the worst from happening.
Strange hearing that from your mouth, but who knows? Maybe you're right, maybe not. I'm not sure it matters. Like I said, those days are long gone.
What are your duties here at the depot?
In essence, I am committed to the preservation of our community. My role is evaluation of the secret strategic plans of the other factions. This information would give us an incredible advantage.
Who exactly do you mean when you say us? People in general or just the Alps?
Does it matter?
What happens when there's a conflict between the two?
That's irrelevant. Don't tell me that the Sixth Power wouldn't benefit immensely. If a conflict did arise, the situation would need to be reassessed.
Huh. Well, you've obviously thought this through.
No. But I'll have to do so if it actually comes to that.
However, you must admit there is a risk that our agreement may not last long.
That's always a danger, no matter what the current arrangement is.
Sounds exciting.
It sounds exciting? Wouldn't it make more sense to wait until you know whether it leads to such an emotion?
How exactly is this gonna work?
Why are you...
Well, while you're rotting here in your camp, you're gonna have to leave the depot. And once you're outside...
I see. And you're the one...
Why not? I help you, and you become my
I would need to think about that.
I don't have much...
I'll... You assure me that you'll ask nothing of me that could harm my people?
I can't promise you that. We're in a war...
A general but honest answer. All right. Listen to what I'm... We've noticed a few outlaws watching the depot. They're almost certainly gathering intel on our HQ and making strategic attack plans. I want those plans. I need to find out what the outlaws know so I can protect our people from them. If you want to keep your word and support me, then this is your opportunity.
You can count on me. Show me the outlaws you want to steal from.
Very determined, as always. Okay, I'm ready. Let's go.
Eh?
See? There they are.
え? もう始まんのこれ?
It's just a scout patrol.
Maybe. But I don't like being spied on. They've hidden their strategic plans somewhere in a small repository. We'll search the repository and capture their plans.
What if they catch us doing it?
They're outlaws. No one will miss them.
Or we can just steal the plans out from under them.
And so avoid any open conflict? As you wish. I leave it up to you.
ちょっと待って。
My head. Needed to concentrate. If I don't get a handle on it, that thing is going to happen to me. My head.
Hey, why are you skulking around here? Just keep your sticky fingers to yourself. Understood?
何これ? バグってないかこれ?
Hey, why are you skulking around? Just keep your sticky fingers to yourself.
I don't have time right now.
Why? Just keep...
On the other hand, you could just stand here and do nothing. I'll take care of it.
Then give me the order. The result is the only thing that matters.
Status...
Nothing worth... Just because the invaders have only appeared sporadically so far, doesn't mean that it'll... As I was saying. Then give me the order. The result is the only thing that matters.
Hey, why are you... Just keep your sticky fingers to yourself. why are you scoping?
I can't right now.
Hmm?
Hey, why are you skulking around here?
何これ
Just...
あ、これもメインミッションなんだ。どこまで見たんだっけ、さっき。こっちまで行ったか。あ、もう2時半過ぎちゃったな。いや、3時までやろっか。もうついつい長くやっちゃうな。面白いってことじゃねこのゲーム。時間泥棒だね、本当に。
A human? Why are you here?
I
am the educator.
教育担当か。
But I want to focus on you. Your face is familiar. Are you the traitor? So, your overthrowing of the hybrid totally changed how we process emotion. I'm probably one of the very few here who don't hate you for that. All my work is based on what you achieved.
What are you working on?
As the only teacher, I am responsible for supervising our young.
一人だけ
I
マジ
have been since we started letting them grow up without Elix as an experiment. Are you interested in the emotional development of our younger generation? The integration of Elix into an organism causes neurochemical processes inhibiting emotion. Exactly how this happens remains unclear. Here with the children, we're trying to create the effect of Elix consumption without the introduction of Elix itself, through mental exercises alone. This is my primary goal, developing the emotional strength of our young.
Tell me more about your teaching.
What do you...
What do the children do?
They have emotions like everyone, so I imagine they do the same as other children. Learning and preparing for the next lesson.
Do the kids learn anything else?
Of course. A large part of the program consists of training in biotechnical sciences. The fusion of living beings and machines. Our mutants being a good example of an application of this science.
I don't see any mutants.
That is because we have lost control over them. Or so. There is report data of Elexⅱs that can still control mutants, but it is unconfirmed. What is confirmed is how regularly our patrols are attacked by them. That being the case, I'm short of objects for my students to examine.
You need...
Yet? That kid... Moss says you're a good soldier. I'd like to hire you as a supplier.
なるほどね。そういう、やっぱそういう流れか。
That's right. You could supply... Of course, I would provide you with motivate... So...
I'll get you mute.
Good. I set some bait with my students last week to attract Rotmo. Yes, that's an... The class and I treated the bait with a contrast medium that... Now we collect them so I can demonstrate how the inner organs of the mutants are laid out. Any questions?
Where do...
You go out the south gate. In front of the gate, you keep right. There's an old house there. It should have been there long enough. If you could bring me 6 of them... I would have shot them myself. I am capable of killing a Rotmoch. I know what...
Yeah, more.
Keep concentrating. Feel the anger rising up in...
またさっきと同じことやってる。ここのなんだっけ、防具とか売ってるとこないのかな。ないっぽいな。あ、ここか。あ、今日武器だけだね。 防具は売ってないのこう。続けろって何よ。ないっぽいなぁ。
Number 348-9-14.
I need to check on that. Just a sec, please.
I should be due a weekly ration.
Correct. Log 1 weekly ration dispensed to 348-9-14.
1 weekly ration received.
That was your last free ration. You want to purchase supplementary rations?
Not right now.
Very good.
困難な交渉じゃあ、やって終わりにするか。よし。
Pour 4. Next.
Not now.
Bravo.
Another player in the great game of Mag. I see your path has returned you to these icy climes once more. It has been some time.
Elexⅱ, if I'm not mistaken.
You still know my name. That is, interesting. We so rarely had the pleasure, after all.
You were a scout for the Ice Palace? You were quite the traveler back then.
I never fully abandoned the work, you know. Although I am no simple scout.
You're being modest. I hear you're the first Elexⅱ, the highest spiritual leader of the Alps.
You, the beast of Zakor, can call me Elexⅱ.
Of course.
And yet, you still follow the path of your former people. Then, I assume you are here because of the invaders' ravage.
There are a lot of things I have to take care of. You're a leader.
I am an Elexⅱ of the Alps. If I cannot withstand the perils of Ignadan, how am I to lead an entire people?
What do you plan to do about the foreign invaders?
At the moment, we Alps are in the worst strategic position of all the Magellan peoples. And we are not as well equipped as the invaders. That means we are likely to be their first target. We must be vigilant. We must track the invaders' every move. That is one of the reasons I spend so much time in the depot at the moment.
That's it?
Don't confuse my not sharing a plan with you with the absence of a plan. I hardly need remind you that you've proven problematic for the Albs more than once. Prove you deserve the respect of our people, however you contrive to do so. Perhaps if you do so, I will impart my knowledge and plans to you. Until that day comes, however.
You could put in a good word.
I could do that, but your own decisions are what brought you here. If you can win our people over, convince them of your cause, whatever that might be, then you will have earned it. If not, however...
I understand.
I can only give you a piece of fatherly advice. Be consistent in all you do. A fickle man is never as effective or as admired as a stalwart soldier in single-minded pursuit of a goal. And one more thing. The invaders are ferocious and determined opponents. If you value your life, you do well to steer clear of Maracor. They are most active there. マップもうちょっと早く動かせないかな。こっち行ったことあったっけ？ないか。あ、もう15時か。じゃあ終わりにしようかな。もうちょっと30分延長しちゃったけど。じゃあ今日はここまでにし、今日じゃないか。この枠はここまでにします。ちょっと後で再開するんで、この枠はこれで終わりにします。ちょっと用事があるんでね。じゃあ終わります。ご視聴ありがとうございました。じゃあ終わります。